Welcome to Right Brain Education. So, today's topic is going to be the struggles that a new mom goes through. So, what is the approach from Right Brain Education fidelity? Like, what should the new mom do when she delivers a baby and the baby is between 0 to 3 months or 0 to 5 months? So, this months, like the first month, the second month, the third month, and the fourth month, fifth month, and sixth month, these 6 months are very crucial for the mom and very crucial for the baby also. What happens during this time is the baby is not understanding about the new environment, and the mom is not understanding why the baby is not understanding the new environment. So this is a very difficult situation for both these people, because mom has carried the baby for 9 months and the baby was in the mother's womb for 9 months. So now these two people who never met each other are going to meet each other for the first time, also going to see each other for the first time, going to understand each other's bodies externally for the first time. So you have spent good 9 months together. You were deciding what your baby is wanting and your baby was deciding what you want. But this situation or this feeling was unnoticed by most of you. You felt that okay, the baby is there, you are enjoying, or you were having a bed rest, whatever could be the situation. But ground reality is the baby as a soul decides their mom. So when they decide that okay, this is my mom, they very well understand what the situation they are going to face, what things they are going to experience, and they come into your womb and they decide to come into this world. So after the 9 months, the baby is delivered, the baby has come into this world. But the problem that happens in this time is the baby forgets that it is a soul. The baby thinks that, okay, I'm a body and now I'm not understanding what to do here. Because when the baby is in the womb, the baby is much smarter. The baby, when it is delivered, I won't say that it is not smart, it is just confused. It is not understanding what is happening around itself. The reason is when the baby is in the womb, the aura of the mother is in golden color. So the baby is always protected by the difficulties, by the evil eye, and by the negative energies that are around the baby. Also, the baby is protected from the positive energies also that is around the baby. So when the baby is in the mother's womb, the aura that is golden in color is always nurturing and protecting the baby. So this golden aura can be universe, positive energy, god, goddess, anything that you can call, science also. So this is a life force that is being protected by another life force that is huge, and the connection between the baby and the the higher force is very strong than the mother and the baby. So the mother is like a medium for that soul to come into this world. So the medium is just going to pass the communication between the higher realm and the lower realm. So your baby is inside your womb, so the baby is on a lower realm, and the higher energy of course is in the sky, the universe, so it is on the above plane. So this communication is happening because of you, and you are the medium for the baby. So the baby is going to communicate things to you, you are going to communicate to the higher self, the higher self is going to give the information to the baby. So this is a very complex situation. But at this point of time, the baby is divinely protected, and the baby is of course going through a lot of difficulties in the womb, but this higher energy is always protecting the baby. Now what happens is, whatever negative situation the baby is facing when the baby is inside the womb, it is always protected by the mother's aura. So the mother doesn't know how she is protecting, but subconsciously she knows like she's protecting the baby. That's why you understand that there's something wrong in your womb, so you go to the doctor, ask for an additional checkup. All these things keep on happening. But when the baby is born, this intuitions that the mother is experiencing reduces, and the baby also forgets that it is a soul. So the baby considers himself or herself as a body, and at this point of time the baby is now come out of the golden aura, and the baby has it as a new aura. It could be purely white color or little bit golden. So this aura is now getting affected by all kinds of people. So the people that are coming to meet the baby, the environment that the baby is in, so all these things affect the baby. That's why we give this dhuri, yeah, we can say we do this nazar utarna on evening. So all these things we do, but sometimes we feel that this is nonsense, this is not really what a person who is into science should do. But this is all scientific. The aura is a scientific thing. It cannot be said that okay, this is purely some belief or this is something abnormal. So coming back to the point, so the baby and the mother, they are in the new transition when the baby is delivered. So for the first 40 days, the baby is still into this zone of golden aura. The baby is still protected, and that's the reason why we are not allowed to see other people, or the other people are not allowed to meet our baby in those 40 days, because those 40 days are very crucial for the mother and for the baby, because at this time the body is so weak, so the baby and the mother both can attract negativity. So when I say negativity, it is the diseases that the baby can get attracted to. So the baby gets attracted to all this negative energies, or you can say diseases. The baby feels depressed, uncomfortable. Sometimes the baby smiles, sometimes the baby cries, and also there are other medical reasons that the baby, the baby is sucking more of milk, and at the same time the baby is sucking air, and so the baby is getting colic. So colic is a very 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 natural or very um, obvious problem that the baby faces after its birth. Now the problem here is the baby keeps on crying, and the mother is clueless like why this is happening with my son or daughter, and rest of everybody on the internet is very happy. Now I want to tell you one thing, that I have never shown my baby on my YouTube channel, because I believe that every child is different. So my baby is on a crankier side, and other babies are very happier side. So now problem with the situation is that if I go and check every person's baby and see that okay, they are always smiling, oh they are always happy, this is going to affect my mental health. Now I don't want that to happen, and I can understand that you are also going through the same situation. You're scrolling and you're just checking all the new moms stories. You want advice, but instead of advice you're getting negatively impacted that only my baby is crying. So this is not the truth. It's not only your baby who cries, everybody's baby cry. Every child is facing this situation. Only the thing is that some kids are getting affected by the environment on a larger scale, because they're sensitive, they're intuitive, and they have that energy in them, so they can feel things around them. Some kids don't feel anything, like they do not have that much of powerful aura, or they do not have that sixth sense in them, so they do not get affected, and that's why they're always smiling. See, most of the people who are crying, or who are introverts, or who are very thoughtful, or who do things with a lot of fear, or who think and do things, are more wise than the people who are very reckless, very careless, very carefree. So today they might be happy and smiling and all, but maybe tomorrow their life can turn upside down. So we do not know at what point anybody's life can change. So maybe their childhood is very happy, maybe their adulthood will be very bad, and your child's adulthood will be very good, and their childhood is very bad. So we do not know what kind of a situation every child is going to face. So instead of getting upset that why every child on the internet is happy, because internet is made like that. Instagram, YouTube, they only promote videos that are going to show people or kids who are happy. Their AI technology is so advanced that they will not promote me because I am speaking something very good or very informative. They will definitely promote somebody who is doing stupid things and who is just making you laugh, or you are thinking about them and feeling that what kind of stuff they are putting on internet. So YouTube and Instagram will promote such things, but YouTube and Instagram won't promote something that is educational or that is giving any information or power to the other person. Now why this is? Because the AI technology is developed like that, because most of the people do not like to see something that is real. Most of the people like to see that is illusion, that is extraordinary, something that is beyond their capacity. So like even I will go on in the internet and I'll see that okay, well, this girl is losing weight, oh wow, her hair is so beautiful, mine is not. So I'll keep on seeing those videos like where the girl is having better hair, but I will not go and check the videos where the hair, when the girl is facing hair loss, because already I'm dealing with that. So I will try to avoid watching those things just to feel that okay, I don't want to see those things. So the same concept applies to you, that when your baby is crankier, you will not go and see the videos that will help you, or that will be of the babies who are crying, because most of the people do not put those videos on the internet. They want the likes, comments, and they want to endorse their products and things like that. They want to do business via internet. That's why they are going to put the happy pics and happy videos of their baby. So if you're going to get affected because of that, that okay, this baby is happy and my baby is cranky, then you are going to be very bad mom unknowingly, and because of your own mistake, because you are comparing yourself to the internet. So you need to be very understanding and very calm when you go and check on the YouTube or on Instagram. Instead, what you can do is do follow these things that I am telling you right now, because these are the things that are going to help you for sure, 100% sure. So the first thing is that you need to introduce your child some classical music. I have already made one video on this, but because there was this new mom who is constantly upset with her child because the child is crying, so I want to help that mom. So I've decided that I should help one mom at a time. So whatever problem a new mom is facing, I'm going to create YouTube videos related to that, considering the right brain education that I have learned. So, as per right brain education, every child is very unique. Every child has sixth sense. Every child has sensory stimulation that is, at a very high level when they are just born. So, what you must do when the baby is born and the baby is crankier? First of all, the baby is not going to play with you as the baby plays on the Instagram. See, on Instagram, a baby whose age is 2 months can be shown as 1 month. So they can type 1 month baby and still the baby is just 2 months old. 1 month makes a difference. Like the baby born at 0th day and the baby born when the baby completes 1 month, there's going to be a difference. But on the internet, they can claim that this baby is not 1 month, but it is 2 months old or it is 15 days old, and create videos. See, creation and videos in YouTube is an illusion. So stop comparing your life with the babies that are available on internet. Ask your people around you whether they are crying. Ask your parents whether you are like this, whether your husband was like that. So basically, your child is going to be a replica of you. If you are a cranky person, your baby is going to be a cranky person. So there is nothing you can do about it. So yes, even my child, he's very crankier because I'm also very adamant and very crankier at times. So same things have reflected on him. My husband is also like me. He's also crankier. He's also of a very high determination person. So both of us have created this baby. So he will have these attributes. Same goes to you. Like you should think, what are your traits? What are your positive points? What are your negative points? Check your husband's positive points, negative points, and check whether your son or daughter is, reflecting those ideologies to you. So it is time for you to change first. When you change, your baby also starts changing slowly. But the thing is that your sperm and your egg had all the information of your emotions, which are passed down to your baby. And now you need to provide a good environment to them so that those negative ideologies don't erupt, and the positive ideologies that you guys have in you are properly delivered in your baby and that are activated, and not the negative ones. So this is what you can do. So first thing first, when the baby gets up, talk to the baby. Even if the baby is crying, talk to the baby that I love you and I'm there for you. These two sentences you must tell the baby. Kiss the baby, cuddle the baby, even if the baby is crying. Okay, we will consider a case where the baby is absolutely crankier and not at all happy to come in this world. Take it in this way. Actually, the baby is very happy to come in this world, but the baby is not able to accept that I have come out of the womb. And it takes time. See, when you go to a new place, you take time to adjust, right? Same with the baby. The baby is going to take time to adjust, and that's okay. How will you comfort the baby? Will you be like, oh, why the baby is not, why is he like this? No, you cannot have those kind of emotions, because the baby can see your frowns, the baby can see your smile. The baby understand the language. But come on, if your baby is born in my family, he will understand Marathi. If my baby is born in your family, he will understand your language, South Indian language. But now it is reversal. Like your baby is born in your family, so the baby is going to understand your language. And reversal, my baby is born in my family, so he is going to understand Marathi. But the language comes second. What comes first is your facial expressions. See, communication is 80% non-verbal and 20% verbal. So anybody in this world can learn any language, but the emotions remain same. Even if my video is heard by any Vietnamese person, he will understand that I'm talking about a baby who is crankier because of my facial expressions. Because in my facial expressions too, I'm I'm imagining that baby and the mother situation, because the baby is always crying. Imagine the mother is also frustrated that why the baby is crying, because the mother wants to hug the baby, wants to love the baby, wants to see the baby smile. But I'll tell you one thing, the baby smiles as per science after 4 months. So the baby cannot smile until they are 4 months old. Some babies can smile very at a very earlier age. Now they can do that because they mirror the mother. So if you are deliberately smiling, like you deliberately smile, the baby is going to learn to smile. Now this is very scientific and this is the truth. Now I have researched a lot and I cannot give you every single page from where I have researched, but this is the truth. You start implementing and then comment whether this has worked for you or not. So first you will smile. Keep smiling even if you are irritated. Second, you will say, oh, I love you, I'm there for you, you are the best baby, I'm so blessed that you are with me. So these are the affirmations that you're going to say to your baby in your own mother tongue. Then you're going to kiss the baby a lot, you're going to cuddle the baby a lot, give the warmth. Then show the sun to the baby. So sun is very important, show the sunlight. Then the baby is going to sleep. Come on, your baby is 3 months old, they cannot be awake for 10 hours. So my baby is 4 years old now. That is the time when the baby is going to stay awake for like 10, 12 hours. When the baby is small, 0 to 1, they are going to sleep for at least 15 hours. So 11 hours they are going to be awake when the baby is 1 year old. So when the baby is 0 to 3 months, the baby is going to be awake for I think around maybe 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, maximum 10 hours. Some babies don't sleep at all, and they're very happy. Those kind of babies, they stay awake for 12 hours also. But there are some crankier babies who sleep for maybe 15 hours or 16 hours and are awake only for 8 hours. So it depends, case to case. Some kids are crankier, but they will sleep longer. Some kids who are crankier, they will stay awake longer. But ideally, the baby is not going to play with you. So first thing first, the baby is never going to play with you when they are in their 0 to 6 months. That's why we need to introduce flashcards to them. We need to play sensory games with them, even if they are not understanding. As per you, they are not understanding, but they are understanding subconsciously. They will not give you the eye contact or they will not give you the smile, but they are communicating in their own way by crying, by cooing, by just moving their hands and body. So you feel that the baby is doing nothing, but the baby is constantly moving their hands, moving their legs. So okay, so three things though at least we have discussed, like you have to say the affirmations, you have to kiss the baby, you have to keep smiling, you have to take the baby and show the sun to them. Then let the baby sleep, do a head massage, body massage. Massage is very important. Give them tummy time. For tummy time, there are a lot of pillows available that you can buy. Flashcards are available that you can buy. Then sensory games like, balls are available. You can massage the baby with those balls. Now, if you will ask me, give me the link. Everything is available on Amazon. I do not have any affiliations with any of the Amazon links. So I will not prefer to give any links to anybody because it is as per everybody's budget. I have seen this with the mompreneurs that they are always promoting something or the other, and that is creating a lot of pressure on me also, that okay, I'm not able to buy a 1,000 rupee sensory kit for my child, whereas I can buy a normal 200 kit. Some parents can't even buy those 200 kit, so for them it's okay, you can have a wheat flour, ragi flour, and use that as the sensory game for your child. So it depends. The point here is that I want to give you the ideas of the games that you can play with your child. Nothing is like, okay, I have to go and buy this from Amazon. No, you can create things, use your creativity, use your brains. Like, how can I create a game that is affordable from my kitchen rather than going and buying from Amazon? So this is something you have to use your brain to create something for you. There's nobody or there is no formula available in the world that can make you a best mom. You are the best mom for your child. You need to believe this. The point here is that you won't believe that you're the best child. You have the best child and you're the best mother for your child. So the problem is this, that we feel that okay, if I follow this influencer, I'll become like her. No, she has her own struggles. I have my own struggles. You have your own struggles. You need not be me. You just need to follow some guidelines and don't try to relate everything with me. Okay? So coming back to our points, that what we need to do with this crankier babies. Play some Indian classical music like Rag Yaman. Now, why Rag Yaman? Because this classical music has power to create a good bond between the mother and the child. So the Indian classical rags, they are created in such way that they deal with the emotions. So you can Google that which rag should I listen, which rag can reduce my depression, because most of the moms go through depressions after their delivery. Most moms feel crankier and uncomfortable after their delivery. So there is list of ragas available on Google also. You can Google it, or you can ask in the comment, let Shraddha please give us the link of the ragas that I must listen to after my delivery, and I'll comment and I'll reply you. So Indian classical music is something you can do. You can go out. Going out is a good thing. You can take the baby out. You can just talk with the baby like an adult. Because when you were pregnant, you were talking with the baby naturally, normally. Same ways you need to talk to the baby. Like, okay, this is happening. Now we are going to go for a bath. Now we are going to go to our class as in um, any musical class. Even if you're not going, just say that you're going to a musical class and then play the music, so the baby feels that okay, I have come somewhere and now I'm going to listen to a music. Then you tell your baby, now we are going to a swimming class, and take the baby into the bathroom and then just say that okay, we are in the swimming class. Or take the baby in the hall and play football, like just throw the balls and tell them that now we are in the football class. The baby will just listen and just feel that okay, I have come somewhere else apart from the home. The baby gets bored, and we need to remove the baby from the boredom. Colic, if the baby is having colic, give the colic medicine prescribed by the doctor. If the baby is still crying, do the activities that I have told you in another video also, and this video also. And third thing, be patient. Your baby is going to grow. And once the baby grows, the crankiness will reduce. Take some time. This is a new phase for you, and this is a new phase for the baby also. Nobody prepares us for the hardships that we are going to feel after becoming a parent. But it is also a very rewardful feeling of being a mother and appreciating the motherhood. So I think with this information, you're going to feel comfortable and you're going to feel empowered. And I'm always there to help you on a personal level. You know that I take a class, I charge for it. But on a very normal talk, I would say that for most of my moms, I talk to them free of cost, because I understand that every new mom needs another mom to help them, to tell them that it's okay, things will go better. So don't worry, I'm there for you. If you feel that you want to subscribe to my channel, you can subscribe, you can share, and also my WhatsApp number is given to you. You can WhatsApp me, and if you're comfortable, then you can join my class that is on Right Brain Education. And if you're not comfortable, you can still talk to me, because I'm always there to help one mom at a time. Thank you so much.